Okay, cool. So you guys said you're writing some new material. You care to elaborate at all? Like, what's going into this process? Who are you listening to? You know, hit us up.
I don't know. I think it's a lot different than not a lot different, but the process is a little different from what we've done before. Just because the last time we were writing, like him and our guitar player were still in high school, and like we hadn't done most of the tours that we've done now, and we were listening to a lot of different stuff then compared to what we have now. So I think we're all a little bit better musically, and as far as the writing process goes, a little bit better at what we want to do. At the same time, it's a little hard because we kind of feel like we've already done a lot of the things we want to do. So you got to find the line between repeating yourself on the last record but not straying too far from that on the next record. But
yeah, just writing, trying to add some new stuff. We really haven't written much. We're still trying to figure out exactly where we want to take it, and just haven't really had the time because we just left on this tour and gonna be working on it after this tour, God willing. So.
All right, cool. So now we're gonna skip away from music because nobody really cares about music anymore on this show. Yeah, it's all about Halo. So, gentlemen, tell us what is the Halo tournament like on this tour?
Well, actually, me and Mike Mike and I prefer Call of Duty over Halo, but we because of Under Oath, those guys are obsessed with Halo. We kind of started playing it on here before we were on this tour, but because of them, we got the idea to link up, one in the front and one in the back, so we can have 8 people playing at once. We have teams like 4 up here and 4 in the back, and we all have like tags on there, like gamer tags, like what our names are and stuff, and we just like to kill each other a lot. So there's little rivalries, you know, between people, and it gets pretty loud. You can ask Rob, our tour manager. He likes to get in the way of the TV and get yelled at, and then he likes to yell at us because he can't watch the satellite when we're playing, and yeah, I don't know, it gets wild. It's fun.
Yeah. What's your kind of combination of weapons? You got more of a rocket launcher, sniper, BXR? Come on.
No, I hate rockets and all that stuff.
We haven't played rockets yet because none of us are really enthused on it. Today we just started really getting into shotguns, which is fun. And do snipers every here and there.
We're pistol guys. We like the pistol.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I see. Now, I don't know how much you guys are old school, but my favorite first-person shooter has always been GoldenEye for N64.
Oh, yeah.
I said we should bring back a 64, but Halo is pretty much the same thing.
If we can get our hands on a 64 and GoldenEye, we would definitely rock it. Because we're watching Bond right now. I have every single Bond movie, and I'm obsessed with James Bond, and so is Mike.
Okay,
easily the best series.
Can we get a shot of maybe the what's going on over here?
Well, you walked in on the sex scene, which probably wasn't the best.
Oh, the sex scene. Okay.
Well, you know, it's
it's part of the Bond experience,
right? It's a piece of art, you know.
It's art.
It's part of art.
It's a part of art. How do we continue from here? I don't even know. It's a part of art. We talked about James Bond with a part of art. Oh yeah. Well, you guys mentioned at least some of you guys were in high school when you wrote the last record. I mean, what's it like being out of high school now? And now that you guys are, I want to say you're 18, hopefully. But I mean, what's it like being like independent? Like, you know, you don't have to worry about mom anymore. Like getting on your back for doing your schoolwork and everything like that. Is it a lot easier to be a band now that you guys are all independent, or?
It's probably harder because now we actually have to actually do it full time and everything, and Chris and I both, and I don't know. It's just a different way of coming out of high school. You could ask anyone that question, like, what's it like to be out of high school and on your own and stuff, and we're no different. We just live out here rather than back home, or live out here rather than go to college and all that jazz. So yeah, it's not the big, I don't know. We're older now. Like when we started, we were definitely like a high school band and all this, and that was kind of almost like a gimmick at some level. But now it's like, I don't know, there's a ton of bands younger than us, so it's not really how it is anymore.
All right, cool. And then final question. I believe I read, if I am correct, that Rise Records is re-releasing one of your albums. Whose idea was it to basically put it out again?
Well, our biggest thing that we've been talking about for a long time was that we wanted to do a DVD. Like, I know all of us, a lot of our favorite bands have all put out like really good or really funny DVDs, and that's just something we really wanted to do as a band. So we talked to our labels, and really the only way we could make it happen is if we re-release Plagues. So, but we all really wanted to do a DVD so bad that we decided that'd be a good idea. So we got a bunch, like all new album artwork, which is really different than any art we've had before, and all the songs are on there again, but also like a 2-hour-long DVD. So
it's really not so much a new CD, like new or remixed and remastered, or like new songs that no one's ever heard or anything. It's basically you're buying a re-release, but what you're really buying is a DVD which has Plagues. So if you're buying Plagues for the first time, you get a CD and a DVD. Or if you already have Plagues and you want a DVD, you have to buy them both, kind of. So it's just kind of how it worked out.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks to the Devil Wears Prada, and we are going to send it back to the studio.